Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54 is upon now.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 3 yards out, and the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Hey. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Wide, get wide. Ankle.
They go play action now. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
For another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Fullback, 48, come on. Watch the curl.
Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll find Metcalf. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
That's good for another Seahawks. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Rabbit. Far left.
Penny will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, baby.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, check.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Seahawks nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Keep it up.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the toss, Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams, and the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to his tight end Sample. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Alpha. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going deep downfield for... That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Check out. Hot. Out. Hey, dude. You better be.
2nd and long. And he's going to go down again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, orbit.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Green, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. What a grab. What a single-handed grab by A.J. Green. I'll tell you, gloves or no gloves, that was impressive.
It really was, and let's face it, anyone who's throwing the ball to A.J. Green is going to put it up there for him. They don't care if he goes up two-handed or one-handed, as we just saw there. They expect him to come down with the ball in a fight with a defensive back, and A.J. Green does it as well as anyone. Knows how to maneuver his body in the air and has the strength to haul it in one-handed, as we just saw.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play action. Now Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Mike 57. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Go. So Mike's number one.
Looking to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. One left.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go end zone for Green. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Penny, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's go, D. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island, though.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this.
From the gun again to Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Now Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. They'll drop the throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
14, find it.
Now Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. This complete to Lockett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Some bad Super Bowl memories certainly surfacing for the Seahawks. Another pick thrown from the 1-yard line.
If we weren't both here together, there's no way You could convince me that they did that this was going to happen again. Same spot and another interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
2nd and 1. This pass complete to Higgins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Look at me. Zipper.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you.
Yep.
Back to you.
Hurry. Get it.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Mike 5-4. Me and you all day.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bruce Irvin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's got room. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Set. 10-2 stop. 61. Matchbox lights.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch one. Yeah.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go.
He'll look to throw. To mix it on the check down. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even. So nice number 1.
They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Check 37. Check 37.
Hey, echo.
Mike 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First down. 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.